Yes! Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your Metal God, Peter Joseph here, for a late Saturday night video. Right here on, how fitting, Metal God 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Right now. Do it now. Alright. It's late Saturday night, March the 14th, 2026, or if you're watching later, or from another time zone, if you're on the far East Coast, it is now March the 15th, 2026, the Eyes of March, beware, and that's pretty much it for that. Hope you had a great day. I wanted to do some videos earlier in the day, but I had some errands to run, and I had to go out. I just got home a couple of hours ago, fell asleep, now I'm up. Not that I did anything, but, had a good time with some friends and the missus, and we were pretty much beat up. But, missus watching a movie in the other room, but I'm just chilling, just recording a couple videos, and then I'm going back to bed. Because it's been a long day, my friends. And that's, that. But I hope you had a great day, and if not, well, sucks to be you. And that's that. Alright, let's get serious, ladies and gentlemen. As we always do, I don't do a big, huge intro when we get serious. But if you're coming to my channel for the first time, well, welcome to the channel. Grab yourself a nice, tasty, cold one and enjoy that. And enjoy my videos as well. If you're here for the first time, you've never seen my channel before, this is a music-related channel. I do have some music-related videos on the channel, some concert footage, some unbagging, some album reviews and stuff like that. More to come as the year goes on. I was supposed to do something on Tuesday, but I have other plans that night, so I'm not going to be able to make that. Not that it was anything going to be great, but, it is what it is. As they say in the wrestling realm, plans, call up to change, but I was supposed to do some audio and video work on Tuesday, but they called me back saying, "Oh, we don't need you." Alright, not that I'm losing out on money or anything, but I'm saying, not even my friends are not going to be there, so it's just another gig that somebody invited me to do some video for, and then they say, no, they're not doing it, they're not doing a concert, so I'm like, alright, save me some money, but, no, I'm kidding, but I digress on that, so, but I will be at another, St. Patrick's Day, thing, but nobody's gonna be playing. I'm just gonna hang out at the bar with the missus just to have fun on Ireland's birthday, basically, which is St. Patrick's Day, where all the Irish people get drunk and eat corned beef all day and cabbage. I don't eat that shit because I'm not really Irish. We wait till September if you live in New York, the San Gennaro Festival, where everybody eats a lot of sausage and peppers and pretty much anything under the sun. If you're from Italy, you know that. But, and you got Columbus Day, and then that's that. That's the main Italian holidays. It's Columbus Day in September with the San Gennaro Festival in Little Italy. So, good times, good times. Can't wait for that. That's in September. That's 6 months away, dude. But, we got that. But, Tuesday, happy St. Patrick's Day to all my fellow Irish fans and all those, great people in Ireland, too. But, I digress. But, anyway, hope you had a great day today, and if not, like I said, sucks to be you. But I was busy today, and tomorrow I get a day of rest to watch some wrestling, catch up on some videos, and other stuff with that. But as the title below says, ladies and gentlemen, and like I said before, I do music-related videos, but most of the channel is tribute videos, not for clout, not for views or anything like that. Just paying tribute to the faithful departed in the in the land of music, movies, TV, sports, including wrestling, politics, and everything else. So, we move on with that. Last video I actually did was, about, Lou Holtz passing away, and, just go to my Metal Guy channel and you'll figure it out. And, last videos and stuff like that. But we lost a lot of good people over the last couple months or so. You know, in TV and, in reality television, stuff like that. But, you know, we lost Ernie Onassis 2 days ago. If you live in New York City, you watch Channel 7 Eyewitness News. He was the guy on Eyewitness News from the early 80s, you know, up to the early 90s, and then went to Fox. He was on Channel 2 for a little bit, and was mainly near the end of his career on Channel 5. But, you know, good stuff there. And for you music lovers out there, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees, I did a video about that. Hopefully, we get Iron Maiden, we get Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Cyndi Lauper. Kick Mariah Carey to the curb again, and we don't need her in. We maybe get Lauryn Hill. I would like that, but Shakira might go in. But really, if you're a metal guy or a rock god or whatever you want, you like rock and metal, you want to get Iron Maiden in, like now. Don't wait another year, because who knows if they're gonna be in after that. You know, if they're on the ballot again. Oasis is on this year. They're on last year. Billy Idol, the same thing. So, hopefully in April, a couple weeks away, we're going to know the actual inductees. So I'm going to do a video about that when the list comes out of who's actually being inducted. And then we'll see the show, I believe, in November or early December. So, check that out if you like metal and stuff like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of metal, we lost another icon in metal. Not the original member of this band, but he came right after the original guitar player for probably one of the most epic 80s metal bands, and that's Motorhead. We all know Motorhead with "Let me kill my stick for Motorhead, we play rock and roll. Rock out with your cock out." Alright, you know, Lemmy, Fast Eddie Clarke, Phil the Animal Taylor playing those skins. It's amazing band. Pretty much, the Motorhead is gone, but the man who came after Fast Eddie Clarke, he has passed away today at the age of 64, and his name was Phil Campbell. It was announced earlier today, or if you're watching us yesterday, in a social media post on the social media of his band, Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons, which is with his sons Todd, Dane, and Tyla, not Tyler, Tyla, Tyla. And I'm reading this news story from Blabbermouth, the other Bible of metal. We all know that the first one is not Blabbermouth, but it's I forget the other one. But it is what it is. Anyway. Alright, so the social media message read, and I quote, "It is with great sadness we announce the passing of our beloved father, Philip Anthony Campbell, passed away peacefully last night following a long and courageous battle in intensive care after a complex major operation." I don't know what the operation was, but a long battle in the intensive care unit was probably been serious. But sadly, he passed away due to complications from the operation. Phil was a devoted husband, wonderful father, a proud and loving grandfather, known affectionately as Bampel, B-A-M-P-L, Bampel? I guess that's how you say it. He was deeply loved by all who knew him and will be missed immensely. His legacy, music, and the memories he created with so many will live on forever. We kindly ask that our family's privacy is respected during this incredibly difficult time. So they, the kids lose their father, grandkids lose their grandpa. Not fun. It's like on Ozzy, when Ozzy passed away, Kelly and Jack and Lewis, Amy, they lost their father. Sydney lost his grandpapa. Even Jack's kids. He had another kid, by the way. God, dude. Congrats to that. A baby boy named Ozzy Osbourne. So another Ozzy will be growing up among us in about 20, 30 some odd years. But it's not Ozzy. His name is Ozzy. Ozzy M. Osbourne, I think. I think his middle name is M. We all know Ozzy's real name is John. John Michael Osbourne. That's Ozzy's real name. So, but Jack's I believe it's Jack's new baby boy is named Ozzy. I think it's Ozzy Mason Osbourne. Something with an M. I know it's Mason or something like that. But congrats to Jack and his beautiful wife. But gonna cap on it. I digress. Anyway. But, it's hard when kids lose their grandpa or their father, even their mother. Kelly was really shook up, even Sheldon, when Ozzy died. It's coming up on 1 year, guys. 1 year this July. Ozzy's 1 year anniversary of his death. That's not going to be a fun day. Not going to be fun. Let me move on. Anyway, short time after Phil's death was made public, longtime Motorhead drummer, and he's still alive, Mickey D, not McDonald's, Mickey D, shared the following statement via his social media. Got the news this morning, and it's so extremely sad about the sudden passing of my brother and dear friend Phil Campbell. He was the funniest guy I've ever known and the best rock guitar player I've ever played with. His vibe and feel for rock music were outstanding. We wrote 12 studio albums together, and he never stopped surprising me with his extreme talent. Most of all, I will miss hanging out with the nicest guy you could ever meet. That's pretty sad there. My family and I sent our thoughts to Phil's family. I truly wish them all the best for the future, and I will be right here if they ever need anything. Sleep well, my friend and rock soldier. Say hi to Lemmy, Wurzel, Filthy, and Eddie. Wurzel was in the band. He was like the second guitar player, but they went when they were a four-piece. But then after he passed away, it became a three-piece, obviously. I'm sure you'll be a crazy gang hanging out there together. We know Lemmy's drinking those Jack and Cokes up there. Religiously. That guy couldn't stop drinking Jack and Coke. But he didn't die from that. He died from something, not from alcohol. Alcohol. He's, I think it was, well, I know, Ronnie James Dio died of stomach cancer. I think Lemmy died of, I think he died of cancer too, but, wasn't, like, stomach cancer. I think it was just cancer. But we miss Lemmy. We always do. Anyway, the official Motorhead social media was also updated with the following message. We cannot believe we're saying this. It is with profound sadness that we have to say Philip Anthony Campbell has passed. He was Motorhead's guitarist for 31 years, the longest serving member aside from Lemmy, because he joined the band. He created the band, having joined in 1984 after Fast Eddie Clark left. After Lemmy's passing, he was blessed to form Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons with his sons Todd, Dane, and Tyler, which recorded and toured together for years. Phil was a wonderful guitarist, writer, performer, and musician who had Motorhead in his veins. He always led with his gift of guitar, carried a great sense of humor, but most of all, Phil led with his heart. You cannot be around without a chuckle or 20 because, quite simply, Phil loved life and lived it with a great joy. There will be plenty of time for us to share stories, tales of Campbell glory, and some damn good jokes together. But for now, please send love and positive energy to Gaynor, that's his wife, and the boys while affording them time, space, and privacy. Much love and R.I.P. Phil. The world has just lost an enormous beam of light, and we are devastated. That's that. That's from the Motorhead social media page. In February, Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons canceled its previously announced shows in Australia and Europe from March to May. Due to medical advice Phil has just received, no further details were made at that time. He was a member of Motorhead from 1984 through 2015, when Lemmy passed away. And for the last 20 years of the band's existence, was the sole guitarist, appearing on classic releases such as Orgasmatron 1916 and Bastards, among others. With Motorhead founder Lemmy's 2015 passing, Motorhead came to an abrupt end. Because you can't replace Lemmy. You cannot. He began his musical journey, this is Phil Campbell, began his musical journey at 10 when he picked up a guitar for the very first time. I didn't pick mine up until 18. By the time he turned 13, he semi-professionally partook in a cabaret band called Contrast. Later on, he was playing all across South Wales, because he's Welsh, in a band called Rocktopus, not Octopus, Rocktopus. One of those cover bands like Rock Tour. Crazy. And in the year of 1979, he formed the heavy metal band Persian Risk. Never heard of them. During a Hawkwind gig, that's another band, at only 12, Phil was lucky enough to get hold of Motorhead frontman Lemmy's autograph. So when Lemmy was holding auditions for a new Motorhead guitarist due to the departure of Brian Robertson, he's another guy, I think he's still alive, that guy. And then Fast Eddie Clarke came around too. That was in 1983. Brian Robinson, 1983. Phil decided to try out. Although seeking out only one guitarist, upon discovering the growing synergy between Phil and guitarist Michael Wurzel-Burston, Lemmy decided to keep both of them. That was when they were a four-piece. And then after Michael Wurzel-Burston passed away, I think he passed away, and then Phil was pretty much in the band. Well, Fast Eddie Clarke, then Phil in the band. We move on. In 2019, Phil released his first solo record, Old Lions Still Roar. Had been in the works for more than 5 years, included guest appearances by Rob Halford, Dee Snider, Twisted Sister. Get better, dude. Because he's not doing anything right now with Twisted Sister, and Sebastian Bach is out actually now performing with Twisted Sister on their tour right now because, like I said, Dee Snider is not healthy right now. He is pretty sick. Not sick, but he's he can't go out on tour. He can't do a lot. So hopefully, Dee Snider, my brother, you get better, dude. And that's that. Alice Cooper was also on the album, among others. They released their third album, Kings of the Asylum, nice name for an album, in September 2023 through Nuclear Blast Records. I know you. It was Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons' first and only studio release to feature singer Joel Peters. In a 2025 interview with Andrew McKay-Smith of the Scars and Guitars podcast, Phil was asked what he thinks the biggest misconception was about his guitar playing as it relates to his role in Motorhead, and he said, and I quote, "Well, most of the riffs, the Motorhead riffs during his time with the band are his all the way through. They change them up a bit, whatever, but basically, because when we were the three-piece, everyone was waiting for me to come up with something to start the song. And then we would have one or two of his own rock and roll songs ready, usually. But the majority of the stuff, I mean, it's all credited to the three of us, apart from Lemmy's individual songs. Hellraiser, anyone? But yeah, people think, I don't know what they think. Okay. They don't read the credits. Obviously, a lot of people, the writing credits. Yeah, not a lot of people read the credits of the song, like who wrote it. what it's about, stuff like that. And I'm definitely not a heavy metal player. People think I might be a heavy metal player. I think they're wrong. He wasn't really a heavy metal guy, but he had some good riffs. He had a lot of good riffs. On Orgasmatron. I think Lemmy came up. Well, Lemmy wrote "Rock Out with Your Cock Out," was really rock out on their album from a long time ago. But Phil, came up with the main guitar riffs, and some of them are bangers. Some of them are bangers, but. And I like Orgasmatron. Orgasmatron's a fun album. Not the greatest one I like. We all know the greatest Motorhead album of all time is The Ace of Spades, Gotta Warp My Face. Ace of Spades is just legendary. I mean, if you want to get into Motorhead, Ace of Spades is the one you pick up. Then you start going to Orgasmatron and 1916 and Bastards and stuff like that. Until the final album, too. And even the live, they kick ass live. Motorhead kicks ass live. I've seen them so many times. I met Lemmy a couple of times. Couple of Jack and Cokes. We're good. He didn't, rock out with his cook-out, when he met me and all that shit. But great guy. Lemmy is a cool mother you know what. And if you ever met Lemmy, But no, it would have been nice. It would have been nice if Lemmy was still with us today. Him and Ozzy at Ozzy's final concert, maybe doing Hellraiser. That would have been epic. No, I know we got the cartoon video with the 20th anniversary of Hellraiser, the song, and the No More Tears album. But it would have been nice if we got an actual video for that, because Lemmy wrote that song, and he wrote Road to Nowhere, I believe, for Ozzy. And Ozzy did it on No More Tears, and then Lemmy kinda, sorta covered it on his album. But it would have been nice if Hellraiser, the 20th anniversary of that song, would have been an actual video with them in it. I know they're cartoons, but it would have been nice if you saw the real thing. And I'm not talking about AI crap. AI is satanic. I can't get into AI. AI should be abolished. Because it doesn't fit metal and it doesn't work in general. But I digress on that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so Phil Campbell passes away at the age of 64 due to complications from a major operation. And that's pretty much it. So as I always do on my rest in peace videos, my tribute videos, I like to take a ceremonial toast of whatever I have to drink. Sometimes I don't have a drink, sometimes I do, but this time we have Body Armor Fruit Punch. So the Phil Campbell rock on up there with Lemmy, Wurzel, Ronnie James Dio, Ozzy, Fast Eddie Clark, Phil the Animal Taylor. All those great musicians up there. Eddie Van Halen, Dimebag, Vinnie Paul. By the way, it was his birthday the other day. He would have been, I believe, 57, 60, somewhere. I forgot what would have been. It was like 55, somewhere around that age. But, happy birthday up there, Vinny. Get your pull, sir. And that's that. But the Phil Campbell, rest in peace, sir, and here's to you. Rock on, baby. Alright, that's that. Alright guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to do one more video, a wrestling video for you wrestling guys and girls out there. Do my SmackDown review over my main channel, KillDemon669. Tomorrow, we will talk about Collision, and we'll do predictions for AEW Revolution over on my Shadow Slayer 2.0 channel, episode number 107. of that. And then maybe after the pay-per-view, we'll talk about TNA Ring of Honor. And then definitely Monday. And it's going to be really nasty here in the Northeast with rain, wind, thunder. It's going to be a monsoon. It's going to be crazy on Monday. Don't go out Monday if you have to. I would stay home Monday and charge up, if you're in the Northeast corridor, charge up your phones because you might not have power Monday. It's not going to be fun. I hope I have power so I can watch Monday Night Raw. But if not, because I have to miss it. But it is until I get power back. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna do my SmackDown review, and then I'm gonna hit the bed, and then get up tomorrow and do a couple videos, and then pretty much clean up a little bit in the house, and then just enjoy tomorrow. As we at the midpoint, just about the midpoint of March, 3 weeks away from Easter as of this video. Well, as of tomorrow, I should say. And that's that. We're creeping up on Easter already. Pretty soon it'll be Memorial Day. And then it'll be July 4th weekend. And pretty much the summer will be right around the corner. Spring starts in 5 days. This Friday. So not gonna feel it per se this coming week, next weekend, because right after next weekend, down to drain again, because Tuesday is gonna be 35 degrees, and then the week after that it's gonna be like 35 degrees. So winter is gonna kind of hold on for a little bit as we end the month of March and get into April and around Easter time. Hopefully we get to around 67 degree weather. But we'll see, because you never know. In April, we get snow, too. Even in spring, we'll get some snow. It's crazy. But that's that. But enjoy the weekend. Enjoy tomorrow. And enjoy the middle of the month of this month, because we're almost done. Almost done with pretty much 1/3 of the way done with this year already. So we're getting there. Another 9 months and 15 or 16 days till 2027. Let me see what happens with that. We've got a long way to go, guys. Long way to go before we even talk about Christmas again and Thanksgiving and Halloween. And we got that. But we're 3 weeks away from the Easter Bunny coming. Spring's coming. Baseball's coming in 11 days. Can't wait for that. The Mets. Nobody gives a fuck about the Yankees. Hockey's going to be ending. Basketball's going to be ending. The Final Four is about to start. The NCAA tournament, I think, starts on Tuesday. Oh, get ready for your bracket busters. Oh, good thing I don't do it anymore. It's not fun. Oh, your office pool's done. I'm like, shit. Oh, I won the you won the Final Four. Yeah. I mean, shit. You get like a little bit of money. That's all you get. You win like whatever the pot is, because you have the team winning the NCAA Final Four. You have that, but you don't have all the games, because so many bracket busters are just insane. But that's why I don't do it anymore. I haven't done it in like 11 years, but it is what it is. Football, we got the draft coming up. You know, like I said, wrestling, we got Revolution tomorrow for AEW, the first pay-per-view of the year for them. Should be great, but 13 matches we're going to get through. That's with the pre-show. Oh. 7 to like 12, 1 o'clock. We're going to be watching wrestling tomorrow. Watch some wrestling tonight with Collision, and then Triple A had Rey de Reyes, night 1. We got night 2 next week, but fun episode there, where the fake El Grande Americano won the tournament, the Rey de Reyes tournament. He gets the sword. I don't even know if that signifies anything, but almost like it's like Money in the Bank. You can use a sword, and you go, hey, I'm gonna use a sword. I'm gonna get a title shot. So we got that. Speaking of titles, Dominic Guerrero Esepero still the Triple A Mega Champion. He beat Vikingo, who can never face him for the title ever again. Dominic could have lost the title, and he would have been gone from Triple A. but El Vikingo's son, I believe, I think it was his son or the guy that Vikingo put in the hospital, he came back and almost got destroyed by Omos. Oh, I mean, there's like a little pint-sized little twerp. Omos is like 7'7". He's like grabbing him like the Great Khali, squeeze him, and then Dom hit Omos in his big balls, and then him and the kid took turns like knocking him out with a fucking chair. And after that, they hit Vikingo with the chair. Dom goes up, hits the Eddie Guerrero frog splash 1, 2, 3 to retain the Mega Championship. So, and of course Ray, you know, his fake dad's like, I can't believe he finds a way. I think it's gonna come down to Ray versus Dom, probably Triple Mania. They announced a show in May called Noche. I think it's Noche des Grandes, something like that. Which I think is Grand Nights. I think it's Noche es Grande, something like that. That's gonna be in May. I don't know what date. But we got that. But that's coming up, and then I think it's in July or August. We got Triple Mania. That's gonna be massive. I can't wait for Triple Mania. Last year's was great. It was epic. Triple A is great to watch. Lots of Lucha Libre, La Parca, and, you know, JBL and Corey Graves, you know, on the call with Ray tonight. And JBL and Ray going back and forth. It's funny. It's funny. I thought JBL was gonna go do some Eddie Guerrero type things, you know, jokes and stuff like that. You're not his dad! How can you treat your son like that? No wonder Eddie liked him more than you. Stuff like that. But Triple A was fun. And that's that. Not gonna review it, but just wanted to talk a little bit about it. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and once again, rest in peace to Phil Campbell of Motorhead. Passes away at the age of 64. So until next time, my friends, take each day as it comes, because we never know when our final day will come. We don't have the thing on top of our heads, like that Nickelback video, I wish we did. We don't have Dragon Balls, so we can resurrect people. That would be fun, too. We don't have eternal life, we don't have the Fountain of Youth, anything like that. So, when God calls us, we have to be, you know, and if we're not ready, we're gonna go sometime, but hopefully, most of us will live a healthy, or somewhat healthy life, and, have a lot of memories, even if we pass away far too soon. We have the memories that last forever. And that's that. So, take each day as it comes, and live life to 90%, because the other 10%, I don't know. And that's pretty much it. So, thanks for watching, guys. God bless you all, and God bless Phil Campbell. God bless Lemmy and Ozzy and Eddie Van Halen, Dimebag, Randy Rhoads, all those great people in the sky. Oh, man. I'd love to get up there. Not right now, but maybe in the next 40 years. I'm almost 50, so hopefully God gives me another 30, 40, maybe 50 years of kicking some ass and making my life living the life the best life, basically. Living the best life I can. Doing the best I can and being around great people, whether it be younger than me, my age, or a little bit older than me. But I'm going to live my life the best I could, and that's all I can do. And we move on. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. I know this is a little bit long, but you watched it anyway. Thank you. That's that. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, God bless you all. Peace.